The big one. Ireland versus Scotland at the Aviva. Ireland have to win. Ireland have to win the Six Nations. They messed up their Grand Slam last week, losing to England. I'm gonna look at the table here quick. So Ireland on 16, 5 points. So they could potentially still lose the Six Nations. If they lose to Scotland and England win and get 5 points, that means they win. They'll win the Six Nations. So all to play for, unless I don't know maths and don't know how to read tables, all to play for Ireland versus Scotland. The fixture dates back to 1877. Jesus, that's years ago. And the last time Scotland won this fixture was 2017. That's 7 years ago. Wow. Tough one, and tough one to go do it in Ireland. Having a look at the squads quick. What the biggest thing I've noticed with the Irish squad is that they've gone for the 5-3 split. I think they learned last week shit does happen. They went for 6-2 split last week. Nash got injury early on. Frawley came on and then he got injured as well, and they were kind of Jamison Gibson Parker to play wing, Conor Murray to come on at 9. So shit can hit the fan sometimes. So they've gone for the 5-3 split. And unchanged, really. I thought Nash would have had to sit out with the concussion. Obviously not. So he's back in there. Strong side. And this Irish team will be, I don't even know when last they've lost 2 in a row. I would be scared if I was Scotland. We do not want 40 points put on us. Let's go hard here. This Irish team is just going to come. I feel like they're going to come out guns blazing. This has the potential to be a blowout. Depending on how Scotland kind of retaliate from their loss versus Italy last week. I don't think anyone was expecting that. I think the Italians were definitely expecting that loss or that win for Italy, but Scotland weren't expecting that. This is massive. And another thing, looking at the table, Scotland lose. Scotland could still drop down the table massively. Italy win, they jump above them. France win, they jump above them. Scotland, starting off this Six Nations, were looking really good, and coming into the back end, the business end of it, could potentially just fall totally out of it. Man, it's gonna be a massive game. I don't have the Irish or the Scottish squad in front of me now, and I don't think there'll be too much change there. They had one of their strongest squads put out. Yes, Tuipulotu was injured and Redpath came in. I thought he did really well, taking that ball to the line. It's just them stringing more phases together. That's a problem. That's what it seemed like to be a problem. Man, and then you come against this team like Ireland, or coming off the back of a loss as well. You know when that say like don't tickle the Lions' balls? I think England tickled Irish Lions' balls, and they're going to come out firing for this game. It has, like I said, it has the potential to be a massive blowout. But I think as well, Ireland will be realistic with himself and be like, we haven't played to our best this Six Nations yet. Let's focus on us. Let's focus on what we're good at, what we need to do to win the game or to put ourselves in a position to score points and to take every opportunity that we get. Because they have been clunky a lot of the time. Andy Farrell said it himself. They've been clunky. Other teams have found out that if you disrupt them a little bit, it takes longer for them to get flowing. They depend so much on the fluidity of the game, like getting that ruck speed, that ball being nice for Jamison Gibson Park, their forwards coming around, guys being in good shape, running from depth, the timing on their lines, are they running, the guys out the back. When that's flowing, it's really hard to stop them. But teams have realized if you can disrupt that a little bit, whether that be disrupting their rucks, so making their rucks last or take longer for the ball to come out, or holding the players up when they come into contact, don't let them fall down to the ground straight away, because then you have to release them, that sort of thing, like really slowing it down guys have realized, like, well, that's how we can disrupt Ireland's style of play. Because when they get into it, let's all be honest, man. When Ireland get into their motions, they're unstoppable, man. They're at the top of rugby at the moment when they get in their motions. But if you can disrupt that a little bit, like England showed as well, if you can out Ireland, they're beatable. They are beatable. You can play for a full 80 minutes, keep that high intensity, keep your line speed on defense. Don't give away too much ball. Don't give away easy penalties. Don't let them just march into the game. It can be done. It can be done. I think Ireland will also opt to go for line kicks instead of just taking the penalties. Something that they changed in that England game. All the games before then, they were kicking to touch, and when they got penalties close by, they were kicking to touch and going for the try. Where in England's game, they were going for points. I get it. It was a strong game. You want to take all the points you can get, but it's not kind of part of their DNA. They know how they play. Like, let's stick to that. So that'll be interesting to see how they go about that. On Scotland's side of it, man, coming off that last week, they got their pants pulled down massively. They'll want to bounce back from that. Whether they can is a whole different scenario. They want to be able to try and stop this Irish pack, stop their flow of attack, like I've just mentioned before, but then also implement their game plan. So that's kind of fire with fire, because Scotland love running the ball as well. It's whether they can keep that up. Can they hold on to the ball? Can they be patient in attack? Can they add their variety to it? Can they bring their big players in? Duan van der Merwe, Hugh Jones, let those guys have their hands on the ball, get them involved in the game. And can Finn Russell, can he be the puppet master again? Which then leads to, can the forwards go forward? If Scotland's forwards can get a little bit of go forward, Finn Russell's happy. Makes life so much easier for a 10. That's the question marks. There's a lot of question marks around that. I'm going Ireland by 15 plus, and that might be conservative. I think Ireland come out guns blazing and just really stamp their authority back down to world rugby and be like, no, this is us. We can still do this. We can wake up from a defeat and come out firing. I think Ireland 15 plus. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.